absolute rout. Australia 31-0 American Samoa. It is a mark that will surely never be surpassed, and this is the backstory of how the World Cup record books were torn to shreds in Coffs Harbour on April 11, 2001. The particular match in question was the Oceania qualifier featuring Australia and the tiny island nation of American Samoa. And through the records galore, the hosts were to record a thumping win with the scoreboard reading 31-0. About 6 hours north of Sydney, the area's beachside ambience is more renowned as a summer holiday spot. But in football circles, the town's name has become more synonymous with a barely believable 90 minutes. Newly minted international striker Archie Thompson scored an unthinkable 13 goals, another world record that also seems certain never to be erased. Unbelievably, Thompson posted a new individual World Cup, scoring record moments before the break to leave the halftime score at 16-0. It was, of course, the stuff of nightmares for under-siege goalkeeper Nicky Salapu. Also, with cause to feel hard was David Strilick, whose haul of 8 goals would have been enough to set a world record in any other previous match since international football began in 1872. The scoreboard even presented the final score as 32-0, adding insult to American Samoan injury until someone did a recount. Eligibility rules had changed shortly before the tournament, meaning the vast majority of American Samoa squad was missing. Work and even school commitments ensured further unavailability. Their final squad even included a couple of 15-year-olds who reportedly had not played a 90-minute match before the tournament. Remember and do not forget that this was a World Cup qualifier for the 2002 final round in Asia. Conversely, Australia's golden generation was just beginning to bloom. The majority of the squad were based at big clubs in Europe. Others were stars of the nation's former National Soccer League. Nevertheless, rarely there has been such disparity between two teams lining up for an international. Australia, in fact, was looking to exorcise some demons. 4 years earlier, the Aussies had found out, much to their dismay, that their seemingly cursed quadrennial push to reach a first World Cup since 1974 reached a new nadir. It had been an unbeaten campaign but ended with a hugely unlucky away goals elimination against Iran after leading 2-0. At the other end of the spectrum, American Samoa had played their first ever World Cup qualifier just 4 days earlier, recording a crushing 13-0 loss against Fiji. Boasting less than 50,000 inhabitants, the tiny, unincorporated US island territory sits at the remote eastern end of Oceania. Off the field, the relative ambitions and resources of the respective teams spoke volumes. Australia's resort-style hotel boasted a 9-hole golf course and its own playing fields. American Samoa, on the other hand, were holed up 3 to a room in an old motel on the noisy main highway that links Sydney and Brisbane. Iran had set a new World Cup record with a 19-0 win over Guam in 2000. Australia eclipsed that mark with a 22-0 scoreline against Tonga 2 days before facing American Samoa. The most goals scored in a World Cup qualifier was initially set by Australia's Gary Cole in 1981 against Fiji, and then equalled by Iran's Karim Bagheri against Maldives in 1997. That is, before Archie Thompson came along. Hooray! Stay tuned to Striking Seconds for more soccer stories, and please don't forget to like, share and subscribe our channel. Hasta la vista!